All right, hello, my name is Abraham Idara Demas. I had my bachelor's degree in biomedical engineering in the University of Ghana, and I choose to further my biomedical engineering again in LETI and in Russia because they have a really good system of education and they have a name when it comes to technology. And this is why I came to Russia, and I find it really interesting. I'm in the Faculty of Information Systems and Biomedical, and I am in biomedical engineering. First impression about Russia was quite amazing, and St. Petersburg. As a matter of fact, I came here and I felt good about this place. It's one of the most beautiful cities I've seen in the world, and it's one of the best places and good environments to study. You have a good atmosphere to learn, and you have a good condition to understand and accumulate a lot of stuff. My first impression about St. Petersburg, it is a beautiful city and it's a good place to study. It has one of the best environments, one of the best cities in the world actually. And my first impression about St. Petersburg was that, I just came in here and I found everything glowing, everything looking good, and I decided to stay here. How did I know about LETI? Well, I was surfing the internet and then I found LETI and something caught my attention. It's the first electrotechnical university in the world, in Europe anyway. And so I was like, this should be a really good place to study. I wrote them and the response was very fast and quick. They were really helpful, answered my questions, told me what to do, and boom, I found myself here. Then it was amazing. The most important thing about here is the fact that this is Russia, but I am doing my master's degree in biomedical engineering in English medium. And this is something exciting. It's not so common for universities in Russia to offer to teach you in English, and this is what's really made me come here. I didn't have to spend a whole year trying to study Russian language, but I could get the information I needed and everything I needed to be a good biomedical engineer. About the student environment, this university got a number of international students from almost all over the world, and this is a good international environment to study. It's comfortable for you to find your brothers from Nigeria, people from South Africa, people from China, people from Europe and America here studying. And then this makes you comfortable. You could speak English if you want. And of course, in St. Petersburg, it's not like other cities in Russia where everyone just speaks Russian. We have a number of people who speak English here, so there is nothing to be afraid of. It's good enough to study here. To assess the level of education in Russia, I think it's just what I heard about it. I came here and I found it attractive, I found it understandable. The only problem I have is that, at some point, lecturers want to explain things to you, but they understand it better in Russian than in English, and you try to understand them. Well, if you are smart and you're here, you wouldn't have any problem, actually. The level of education in Russia is quite good, and the level of education in LETI is quite amazing as well. Now, this is the only challenge I have in Russia, the fact that you need to know the language. But then LETI did something for us. They had to teach us Russian, and also they had to teach us in English. So we had the basic knowledge to go to the magazines, to go to supermarkets and malls and buy stuffs. It's easy for you to get stuffs around once you understand the basics of Russian language. Now, about the challenges in St. Petersburg and the challenges in LETI, well, it's quite what I expected, but at some point we want to learn more than we can chew and pour. There's a system we call chew and pour, when you learn something and pour it without understanding it. Now, this is the part where I think we need a little touch of improvement. Now, if in LETI they can improve the level of chew and pour and stop people from memorizing and making them understand the practical aspects of the course, it would be a better deal. But overall, I would say it's a great experience, and I could do this over and over again. See ya, пока.